Hi, my name is Celito Rodriguez, and so now we'll continue with the discussion of the components inside and outside, the peripherals outside the computer, and then the components inside the computer. So here I have a desktop. So let's start by looking at the back of the computer, right? So here I have the power connector. So this is that piece over there is the power supplies that we have already discussed in class. Then underneath here, we have the Ps2 connectors for, actually, let me see if I can, yeah, show that a little bit better. So here we have the Ps2 connectors for the mouse and the keyboard. Remember that it actually, if you were to look closely over there, we talked about that the fact that these connectors are exactly the same, it means that manufacturer actually had to color code them. So the green one is for the mouse, the purple one is for the keyboard. Now again, those are Ps2 connectors. They're not very common nowadays. Most devices comes with USB devices, and basically this one has 5 USB connectors over there, so you can put your most likely your mouse and keyboard nowadays are going to be either USB or wireless, so there's no need for the purple and green Ps2 connectors. Like I don't use that when I use this desktop. Next to the USB here, this is my Nic adapter. This computer comes with a built-in network card, or Nic, actually a Nic network card. So anyway, so a Nic or a network adapter, right? It goes there. This is the RJ45 connector that we have discussed in the networking piece of this class. And then here we have those fans that are needed to get that hot air outside of the computer, as I have discussed several times. The inside of the computer gets extremely hot, and then you need, this is a powerful desktop. Therefore, you have 2 fans over there that kind of expels out all that air. Here we can see those are my audio connectors. So stuff here for, you have line in, you have a microphone, and then you have the line out, the green one, for my speakers. And then if we were to look a little bit further down this computer, so here I have that, let me see if we can see that, a little bit uncomfortable. But anyway, so here is my, actually that one over there is my Dvi connector for the video. So this computer comes with this connector, right? This is a Dvi that we talked about. This is an HP desktop. And but this is the connector for the computer. Now the kind of monitor that I have doesn't have that connector on the other side. It has one of these connectors. So this is DVI to VGA connector. So my monitor has this kind of connector. And on this particular one, I can connect up to 2 monitors. So again, here's my DVI that goes to the computer. And then here is those VGA connectors, those blue 15 pins that we discussed in class. And then that goes inside my computer. And then if we go further down, this computer has right there as another RJ45 connector. So this computer was used as a kind of like a mini server. It's a powerful desktop. And when companies buy these powerful desktops, sometimes they replace some of the components. And one of them is this is a faster network card right there, faster than the one that is built in. Or you could use this to connect to 2 different networks. Now that you have to, and again, we'll discuss more about networking in the networking piece in this class. But basically, those are the components behind this desktop. Now, if we look at the front of the computer, if I can get that. All right. So, well, obviously this is open. That's where this computer came with there's a slot over there that's missing. But anyway, so here we have that the DVD-ROM, and as I said, this is an HP. And if you work right there, it says right there, this is an HP XW6600 workstation. A workstation is basically a computer that is used for, it's a powerful desktop, if you want to call it, right? So here is my the power button to turn on the computer, right? And here I have more USB connectors, two more. So this computer has a lot of USB connectors, and I also have on the front of the computer, for ease of connectivity, I have more audio connectivity. I have one for a headset, if I want to use a headset, and I could also connect another, speakers in the front of this computer. So that's basically the. Now let's take a look at inside the computer. When I used to build computers, one of the things that I was really specific about was a computer case, because some computer cases are extremely difficult to open, and I always like to work with computers that had cases that were easy to open. This desktop, I love it because basically there is a latch over here. You just put this up, and this door comes right out. So extremely easy to open. I love that. All right, and then here we have, this is just going to be a quick, let me see if we can do some kind of a close-up over here. But it's going to be a little bit difficult to see this thing in this position. But anyway, so those are the fans that I was talking about, and the CPU is underneath that stuff over there. And then we have, so these are some of the those cards that comes out. Remember that I have a network card that's inside there. On the motherboard you have all those connectors for the hard drives and those other components. We won't be able to see much on this specific video, but on a part 2 video, what I'm going to do is that we're going to be talking about the connectors on the motherboard. I have 2 hard drives on this computer. These are those SATA drives that I've been talking about. Actually, I have an SSD drive on this computer where I have the operating system, and then I have another regular hard drive where I use it for backups and data and that kind of stuff. And again, so some computers are a little bit difficult. In order to work with the stuff in this computer, I have to take all these things out. And on a subsequent video, we will work with that, how to dismantle this thing and take these things apart. But for now, I just basically wanted to do a quick overview about the peripherals, the connectors behind the computer, and the stuff that goes inside the computer. So in the next video, we will expand more about this. See you then.